Welcome class 5 in your science class, and as we have completed the force, work and energy, so today we will start the exercise questions. Okay, so the first exercise question is MCQ pattern and you know tick the correct answer. So the first one is force can change the dash of a moving object. Options are color, direction and order. So it should be direction. Okay, so the B option should be corrected. So we have written here B is direction. Now the second question, a bottle opener is an example of lever, inclined plane and wedge. So it should be the example of the lever. We know it's a simple machine. So it is a lever. Third question is given here. It looks like a nail and with grooves. It is a wedge, lever or a screw. It should be screw. When the nail is being grooved and that changes into a screw, isn't it? And a screw has the groove, that's why it fixes well. Now the fourth question is, which machine consists of several simple machines, knives and sewing machine and forceps? Naturally, when the more than two simple machine join together to form the complex machine or the compound machine, and that is a sewing machine. So option B is the correct answer. Now the fifth one is a seesaw is an example of, and options are first class lever, second class lever and third class lever. Here fulcrum is in the middle position, another is load and one side is effort. So it should be the first class lever. Okay, so this is the first class lever. Now fill in the blanks. The force by which the earth attracts an object towards its center is called gravity. Now number 2, friction makes it dash to slide heavy objects across the floor. It is difficult because friction force or the frictional force always make they are opposite to the force. So any kind of force. Okay, so a pair of scissors is an example of dash class lever. So it is a first class lever because fulcrum is immovable, which is in the middle of the machine. Now the fourth one is a dash is used to split or cut wood, that is the wedge. Now fifth question is, the energy stored in an object due to its position is called motion. Due to the motion, kinetic energy, and when due to its position, that is the potential energy. So the number fifth answer is potential energy. Now sixth question is, simple machine that has a sloping surface is called, and it should be inclined plane. Clear to you? Now there are matches are there. So the second class lever, wheel and axle, wedge, screw, and here in the column B there are other matches are given: blade, screw jack, a nut cracker and car steer. So the second class lever will match with a nut cracker because nut cracker is the example of the second class lever. Now wheel and axle is the match of car steering because in a car steering the one rod is there and the wheel is there. So it is a wheel axle and wheel arrangement. So it is matches with the wheel and steering, wheel and axle. Wedge wedge will be the blade because we know wedge means when the two inclined planes are joining together, they are forming the wedge. So axis, blade, these are the examples of the wedge. Now last one, the screw is always matched with the screw jack because screwdriver, screw jack, they all are example of a screw. Now you see the answers are given here. Number 1 B, direction. Number 2 A, lever. Number 3 C, screw. Number 4 B, sewing machine. Number 5 A, first class lever. Fill in the blanks. Number 1 is gravity. Number 2 is difficult. Number 3 first class lever. Number 4 wedge. Number 5 potential. And number 6 inclined plane. Now matches are given here: second class lever, wheel and axle, and wedge and screw. And the matching A, actually second class lever is with a nut cracker, and wheel and axle always matches with the car steering. 3 wedge with the blade and 4 screw with the screw jack. So this is the matching. Now we will answer D. So there are the examples are given here. We know this is the picture of scissor, this is the nutcracker, and this one is the this one is what is it is a stapler. So we so also level, load, effort and fulcrum. Always the fixed point is the fulcrum. This is the first class lever, this is the second class lever, and here it is the third class lever. So we will just label the load, effort and fulcrum. So this is your homework. You just think about it, which one is the fulcrum, which one is the effort and which one is the load. I have explained you already. Fulcrum should be the fixed point, load where the work has been done, and effort from where you are using your effort or from where you are using the force. Okay, so that is the effort part. So you do that and make it by your own self. Now E question pattern is the very short answer, that's why I have written only the answer. First one is name the force that help us to walk. That is the frictional force, because frictional force always give us good grip on the surface, otherwise we will fall down. Where the surface is very slippery, where there is no frictional force, that time we can just fall down. And one more force actually help, that name the force. It is not, yes, it is the frictional force. Okay. Now okay, next one is the solar energy, solar cooker. Third is forceps, a staple machine, washing machine, and fifth one is the example of the compound machine, that is a aeroplane and sewing machine. One thing I would like to just tell you, that force of friction and another one is the force of gravity. So the force of gravity, actually ripe fruit, do you know, our earth exert a pressure on us that attracts everything on us. So our earth exert a force. So it is due to the force so these all are the answers we have written here. You go through it, and if any answer you don't understand, you can discuss it with me. And the multiple questions we have completed already, and the next day I will complete your short answers and long answer. Tomorrow I will complete. Okay, that's all for the day, and you please carry on your